All right. Let's at least set the scene for a couple minutes. So yeah, so I did do a a bit of a lore dump in the campaign history, uh, right up about I don't know four rooms above you, right, in Discord. So basically, right, you have Gaelig, the guy who hired you, talking to the person who rescued you, right, and they wink. Yeah, absolutely. They they talk back and forth about a little bit about what the prisoner you rescue saw when uh, you know crap went down on the demiplane that the other group is currently at. So he was with Gaelig's mentor. They were working on setting up this whole Fulton door and working on this plane. Um, Long story short, bad guys got in there somehow, set off a trap or failsafe, whatever you want to call it, on the door to make sure it didn't go into the wrong hands, and it basically scattered the pieces of the door and everybody in the area um, across the labyrinth. So that, long story short, is how this person who you rescued ended up getting captured, and you rescued them, and here you are. So the other group is still coming back from across the labyrinth because the DM couldn't make that session with them. Bad on me. And you know, basically to fill in the time while we're waiting for them to come back. I was going to have you do this adventure anyway. That's going to rearrange the order of things, and what the Gaelic who hired you is looking for you to do is basically complete a quest that the other group didn't quite do. So he explains that um, this group of devils, right? This devil lord got a hold of a golden acorn, which was basically is used to create a world tree. Yggdrasil is the main world tree, but there's other ones out there. So, and these acorns allow you to grow your own trees. So it had captured one, and basically they wanted a group to capture it back. That group went into the castle and was able to retrieve the acorn, but couldn't get the piece of the Fulton door that is somewhere in the castle. They had to skedaddle, which they did successfully, and now they're looking for you folks to try to complete the quest that they did not. Or the subquest, depending how you look at it. You only got a couple sentences to go. Tom Cruise does crazy things. Maybe, maybe not, right? You never know where it might end up being. So, yes and no. Um, there is a there is the person who basically runs the day-to-day operations of the castle, right? Um, It is a succubus, usually in male form, called Sir. I'll put the name in the chat real quick. Well, I'll put it in the camera trap. Uh, I guess it's Sir Ector. Oh, I hate it when you make up words that have a Q without a U. This messes me up. Um, so he basically runs that castle for the Lord. And he was, they, I think succubus is in 5e, can take either form if I remember correctly. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Um, I don't think they had that in this. I think in maybe Tales of the Valiant, it's one or the other. Or it's both, I think. I'll double check. I'll look later. Well, at any rate, in this adventure, it's a he. Um, he was somewhat dissatisfied with what was going on in the castle. The previous group basically ended up talking to him, and for his help, he was he wanted the group to kill one of the um, one of the servants that are in the castle. She was kind of like, I'll say the main chef, but at least in the succubus's eyes, she was getting a little too bossy. So he wanted her eliminated. Um, what happened in the end was the other group ended up capturing her, and there's a vault in the castle, and as part of the vault, you have to like give the door some of your blood, and they use this servant's blood to open the door. And when they left and escaped, the Lord, since she could figure out whose blood it was at the door, blamed the servant and killed her, which the succubus thought was a real creative way of eliminating his rival and making him kind of look good, but it was all pure accidental on the group's part. It well, I suppose, but it was not planned that way by the previous group. Though it really sounds like it'd be one of those things that would be, but it's not. It was not. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm trying to make the other group sound not totally evil there. So, the it wasn't a demon, but I hear it say it was like like, I don't want to say a slave girl, but but like more or less, right? The common the hired help. We'll put it that way. The hired help. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't all that. I guess it was semi-voluntary. I don't know. I don't have the background on how voluntary it was. I would guess it wasn't, they could find better things to do, I would think. But who am I to say? Who am I to know I guess I'm the DM, I should know. But the inner workings of commoners. At any rate, he was helpful in the past. He may or may not be again. You don't know. But that was the last operative they had in the castle. Yeah, fair enough. Um, so what? Whoa, 1 second there. There we go. So we do know that the castle itself looks like the best way to describe it is if you take your hand and turn it palm up, you have, and you don't have a thumb, you have like a flat part of the castle, and then you have four towers that, go up from the castle main. So it kind of sort of looks like an upturned hand. In one of the towers is where the Lord, and the Lord in this case is a she, but regardless, it's where when she has her, we'll say, conquests, there is kind of like a secret. Uh, there, 1 second, my son is pinging me. There's a secret passage out of her chambers. That was how the other group was going to escape, but they took a different road. But that's one way they know out of the castle. Let me answer my son here because he kind of like threw me off. Mom is out and not here. Okay. So I'm sorry, I got distracted. Did I answer your question? What was the question? Hit me with it again. Gotcha. Give me 1 more second. I guess gonna answer him for the most part. Uh, I all right. Yeah, you got to still pick two more scrolls. So why don't we do that as well? Because I know you wanted the scroll of, um, I assume Revivify, right? Um, you have two more scrolls of first level. It's a level 2 spell. You could get that, and that would finish it. All right. I think that's all I can do for him. So do you want, let's double check your scrolls. Let's see if I got this. Because I think the pharmacist was holding all the scrolls, right? I think you were you? I don't see any scrolls there, so let me just throw them that way. Yeah, we're kind of half playing catch up because we missed last week, right? So let's kind of catch up on this stuff. Okay. Well, I volunteered him for you. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do equipment scroll. So I'll chuck a this here and let me edit that. Yeah, I'll put that there. Nah, it should, I think, pop up ish. Let's do that, and I'll put here revivify. All right, all right. Oh, I misspelled his scroll. And I will somewhat apologize because this week has been really nuts and just kind of threw me off. I'll tell you what happened when I'm not streaming. So there's Revivify, and were you thinking about Restoration? All right. All right. No worries. All right. So take your time. All right. So let me try and edit this so I know what spell it is. All right. So lesser restoration. Now I think those two scrolls were. Let's go back and take a look at this crap. All right. Where is... I have to get through Nat's chatter here and everyone else's chatter to find the list. Or do you already have it there, Paul? Okay, fair enough. Yes, correct. Yeah, okay. We're doing it now. So it's just you missing it? Fair enough. Inventory. So he has so 300 gold. Oh, interesting. All right. And let's go to Phalar. Edit. So I have to do the math manually? That sucks. All right. That's 400. Daffodil. That's like counter to everything else that you do with this game. And then Chance, I owe you a bunch of money, or you might have already added it, I bet. All right. So let's make sure we got everything else. So I'm slowly scrolling up. So there was a magic shop. You guys looked at that. Everybody was deciding to save their money last time I remember. There was a. I'm sorry. Go ahead. There's also. It looks like a. There was slippers, I believe, of spider climbing and a scroll of fog cloud. Double checking. I don't see it in the pharmacist. And I'll just double check Daffodil real quick. I don't see them either. So, uh, fair enough. Fog Cloud is like fifth level too, I think. I seem to remember as that. Slippers. Okay, so we got that. My brain is right, right? Fifth level? I'm going to check. Um, it's first level. I'm thinking of was it? Well, no, it was. Oh, it was fog cloud. I'm thinking stinking. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it's only first level. I'll give it to him. 1 second. We'll do that. All right. So we have them still scrolling up here. So I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Do you want to take a break for like 15 minutes and wait for David to come back, or do you want to continue with just two? Because we don't really have. I didn't know. Yeah, we got 2 out of 4. What do you guys want to do? I kind of agree. All right. All right. Let me. give or take. So what did we do? So we threw money at people. I threw scrolls at people. Daffodil had a slippers of spider climbing and a scroll of fog cloud that we let her keep. And we think that's everything, unless someone wants to go shopping. And
Well, I think the only way we're going to go shopping is if we pool some our resources and get something collectively.
you could,
And that might be hard because Smiley's not here to vote on his share. So,
yeah, that's fair too.
Yeah, I'm waiting until we get another few hundred at least before I look to pool, or just save up for it myself. Because, like I said, I want to get the bag of holding.
Okay, no, all good. All right, so let's circle back.
So, hand-shaped fort, Lady Lord Arzenda, and secret passage out of her chambers.
Yes. Other questions, thoughts, comments?
Let's blow it up.
well, we could, but then we'd have to find the thing we're looking for. We're not looking for the acorn. We're looking for a piece of a key or a piece of a door.
It's a nail.
A nail.
It's a nail.
Imagine finding the nail after we blow up a castle that has countless number of nails in it.
Yeah, how do we recognize a nail if we're just looking for a nail? It could be pounded into a wall somewhere, and that'd be a great place to hide it.
It's true. It is a magical nail. It is, so it would radiate magic.
Can any of us detect magic?
That's a good question.
I did not take that Eldritch Invocation yet.
I'm looking through everything real quick.
I'm looking at Daffodil stuff. Hey, you know what? I'll even give you guys access to Daffodil, so that way you can look at Daffodil stuff.
I have detect magic, yes.
Yay!
Okay, that's step one.
All right. Everyone is now the owner of Daffodil. I'm going to get a soda. I'll be right back while you guys look over your stuff.
Can you get me a soda too?
I could. I can't pour it through my mic and pass it to you though.
Well,
yeah.
You can drive over here.
Nah, it'll be warm by then.
Oh, that's cool. If I just click on Daffodil, it changes the user interface, the thing up at the top left.
Yes, it does.
Have access to their stuff. That's really cool.
I'm looking forward to that.
Probability Wellspring?
Yeah, it's like Bardic Inspiration. But it's not called Inspiration, and it's a reaction, so they can stack.
All right, so you have the tech magic.
I do.
Cool.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out why it says spellbook and not like rituals or any of those others.
Who has a spell book?
Apparently I have it in a spellbook.
Oh, you found a spell book. No, that was the other group. Well, you don't need a spell group because you're a bard.
I'm just curious why it's sitting like that on my character. Like it shouldn't sit like that. Oh, it's just additional spells. It says. I don't know how I got it.
Boom, 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 boom. Where the hell are you seeing this? In your inventory?
So when I'm on the screen with
Uh-huh.
like where everything goes, it's like checks, features, spells. Then it gives the
Oh.
spell cantrips first, and then when you get down to spell book, it says detect magic is under a spell book for some reason. But now I'm kind of trying to figure out like how did I get? I'm trying to figure out how I got it because it's not. I don't.
It's
feel
under
it's in the right place.
spells?
It's under spells for my character, and then it's
Spellbook. I see. Yeah, it says detect magic and Misty Step. Okay,
now
so
Misty Step I got because of my heritage or whatever we call it in this.
correct. That I
So I'm
remember.
curious if I got detect magic for the same way.
Could be. Could be. I'm looking.
Yeah. My guess is spellbook is just a generic term.
Yeah, because when you open
Yes.
up the character sheet, it just says additional spells.
Yes, and it says that right. It says that under the spell casting at the bottom. It says additional spells. So you have detect magic for some reason. I
I don't remember why.
well, if I looked at one of these, I could probably figure it out. It doesn't matter. You've got it. We can figure out the why later. You have it. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Any other questions, thoughts, comments?
Yeah, where's my
yes.
soda?
I'm drinking it probably.
Are we expecting a lot of what is it? Resistance to us just kind of walking in and taking this thing?
We will have a way of disguising you. So in the 1 second. See, I'm still looking for detect magic. So I'm going to go back to where I'm supposed to be. And they will give each of you. I'm just looking for what the heck it's called. Right. Basically, it's a magic item that works as disguise self. But dang it, I can't find what it's called because I am too busy doing looking for stuff.
Is that the hat of disguise?
Nah, this is more like let's do masking something. Hold on.
Oh, all right. I think hat of disguise is what it was in first edition. So,
Well, we have a character that does have it. It's jars of masking. There you go, or masking day, or something like that. So it is a magic item. That's a one. It's like a hat of disguise, but it's a one-time use.
Is it like a lotion or something? We're just gonna rub it on our faces and we become somebody else?
Yeah, basically.
It's a polyjuice potion.
There you go.
Drink?
Oh, masking clay. That's a C. Masking clay. It's called. Sorry, the tiny print was when wearing my glasses was throwing me. So it's masking clay. So you're right. It's the same thing. It's like you put some makeup on, you magically become someone else. So the prior group disguised themselves as servants to walk around the place. So you could do that. You could try to disguise yourself as someone else. I don't know. Whatever you decide. They went with servants. And you were asking for a rough idea of the castle, right?
Yeah, and kind of where we would find this thing.
Yeah, fair. So the character, the guy kind of thinks for a second, and he's like, well, this would be easier if they were actually here and not stuck in the labyrinth. Let me think. There's there's basically two locations that I remember them talking about in passing. There's the vault room itself, and there's also a like a trophy room. Oh, there you go.
It took me forever to find that.
Yeah, fair enough. There's also a trophy room as well. That would be where they found most of, an item or so that they stole, as well as, everything that was in the vault. So the vault, they pretty well cleaned that out. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that, they didn't, maybe they moved other stuff in there. Like, what do we know, right? But they cleaned out the vault while they were there. And then there's the trophy room. So they are more around the southern part of the castle. And I mean, those are the best guesses. I mean, the rest of the castle has a lot of... And he kind of sits and thinks, you know what, I'm going to have him spin. Give me dice. Okay. So he remembers that the towers themselves were generally sleeping areas, right? Whether it was for the servants or for guests or for the owner of the castle, right? The rest of the place, it was more just for leisure, right? It's not a castle in the sense of, like it's a whole bunch of armed guards and it's a keep or something like that, right? I mean, it's more of, hey, here's a lounge where we hang out. Here's, our dining room table set. Here's where my trophies are. Here's the kitchen, that kind of thing. So not to say there isn't, devils going around doing devil stuff, but it's, like I said, it's not like, a keep with a garrison type of thing.
More of a fortified manor house style.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Totally their summer castle that they only go to for the season.
There you go.
So, does our informant have a suggestion on how to get in and get the item without rising suspicion? Other than just disguising ourselves and walking in? Which sounds like it didn't work super great for the last group, or maybe it did.
They lived.
Were they detected?
When they opened up the vault, then, the alarm went off.
But they pinned that on the servant, so maybe not.
They did pin it on the servant. They, instead of escaping from the passage itself, they ended up climbing to a top of one of the other towers and basically jumping off. Because they have, flight suits. Which you'll be getting. So that's what they did. Because by that time, they didn't trust anybody, so they weren't going the way they were told to go.
Probably helped them.
Might have.
So, got it. Infiltrate castle, locate item, steal item, escape, cackling.
There you go.
And along the way, pocket anything and everything that looks valuable. Got it.
That too. They were successful doing that. They got, one of them got a sort of wounding, I think.
So there's not even anything valuable in there? Jeez.
Oh, no, they didn't take it all. There's still other stuff in there. I didn't say they looted everything. That's what they came out with.
So what is the most roundabout and silly plan that we can come up with that requires a squirrel scout?
So at this point, the sergeant who's in the room says, okay. And he has this real intense, like, Tom Cruise, look that he gets when he's going to describe, one of his crazy stunts.
Yeah,
He's like,
and Daffodil is just completely focused on that squirrel.
he's like, here's what we got to do. All right. We're going to transport you to the world tree, and we're going to climb the world tree until we're right above, we have a good fall distance that you could go. You're going to put on these flight suits, and basically the flight suits would make you look like a flying squirrel without a tail. They've been specially modified for you guys. Hence the no tail, or no hole for the tail, right? You put these on and you jump off of Yggdrasil. Now, these are pre-programmed. Once you reach critical fall speed, you will be plane shifted to hell. And then right above the castle. Now, the one thing these suits don't do is they don't stop on their own. But they have a built-in featherfall spell. So you have to fall quick because you don't want the guards to spot you as you're flying through the air. At the last second, you cast the spell and you land safely onto the castle. It worked great last time. So if you picture the Star Trek remake when the Star Trek guys jumped, or basically tossed out of the shuttle and had to dive onto the drill that was destroying Vulcan, like that's what you're doing.
Only we're doing it in hell.
Yes.
What could go wrong? I'm in.
There you go.
There's
Any other questions?
Hey, look at it this way.
Yeah, what are we getting paid?
If we miss, we won't be around to see what they do with us.
If we miss, we're already where they're going to send us.
Well, that too, but if we miss, we won't be alive, so... But yes, what's the paycheck?
Oh, paycheck. Yeah, that's a fair question. I don't remember what the paycheck was for this one. Let's take a look. Well, to start with, if you find $1 million, start with, obviously anything else that you pull out of there is yours, right?
Well, that goes without saying for every job that we do. But what's the actual?
Let's see.
Wait, what you guys don't know about.
That's true. Count. What you guys don't know about is mine. Summary, blah, 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 blah.
You may be a bard, but I'm kind of agreeing with you on things here.
Not all of us have that same bad reputation.
There you go.
Not a true reputation.
As long as you can keep it in your pants, we'll get along.
There you
go. I shove as much in my pants as I can.
I'm not finding it in this stupid thing. What was last time? 300 gold? 300 gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So another 300 gold.
Each. Does that work for you?
To plane shift into hell and come out with. Before we were just going through a maze. I feel like there's a little bit more danger with this one.
You guys certainly are the whatchamacallit. You like to haggle. I like that. He looks do you want to say 350? There should be some good stuff in there. Silence is
settle
I
yes.
don't know. What do you think, guys?
All right, we'll settle on 400.
All right, let's see. Spin persuasion.
15. Not bad for first roll tonight.
Not bad, not bad.
I probably should eventually learn how to use like this luck stuff.
There you go. He's like, all right, 400. I'll give you 400.
That's great.
Awesome.
So, do we need keys, or is our squirrel guy leading us into Yggdrasil?
Oh, no. He gives you another scroll. He's like, here's your way out. Here's a scroll that will open up a portal back here. So you can use this, but you have to get away from the castle before you cast it. Because it won't work inside the castle, and you'll summon like everybody on top of you.
Well, that's a shame, because I had a different plan. I was going to ask how long the portal stayed open.
Like, couple rounds.
Imagine casting that at the bottom of like a vault filled with gold.
You've been watching too many Dungeons and Dragons movies. Right? That's what did it at the end of the last one. All the gold came out of the balloon.
Oh, that's right, it did.
They used the hither dither staff or whatever they called it.
That's what it was, the portal gun.
Yep, the portal gun.
All right. So we have our exit strategy, which I double check it. I don't read it aloud or anything. Just making sure it's actually the scroll that I've been burned before by wizards.
Yes, it looks
like a grocery
it looks
list or
legit.
anything. Okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he does want us to get back with the nails, so.
What do we do if we run into the other party?
Oh, they're not there. They're elsewhere.
Okay.
They had already gone there and left, and now they're at a different plane of existence. So you should not run into them. I'd be really concerned if you did.
Okay. God, could you imagine if this campaign was to go find the other group who's just like 2 sessions ahead of us? All right.
Especially if they stayed 2 sessions ahead of us for the whole
Right.
time. We're just chasing them from location to location.
It's like, what happened here? And we have to piece together what they did.
God dang it, where's the loot? There's no loot here.
Like, it's like Boondock Saints. Just putting together the pieces of what the heck happened. All right. So the deal was we get to go up the world tree, or what? Did he give us a scroll for that too?
They'll take you there. They'll transport you, get you there to the drop-off point. No problem.
And
So
then we'd be insane adrenaline junkies and paraglide interplanar to land in this castle.
yes, sounds right.
So obviously we don't know exactly where we're going to be landing. So should we kind of make some guidelines now and then adjust them on the fly?
Um, he says that the last time the group landed on one of the towers and was able to get in from the tower, there was like a trapdoor or something like that that allowed access to the roof.
I can think of worse places to land, so aim for one of the towers. Got it. Hopefully, we all aim for the same one.
Right for the middle finger. Got it.
Yeah, you can go to different towers if you want. I'm cool either way.
No, thanks. Yeah. So aim for the middle finger tower. Got it.
Divide to conquer the group.
Is it a left-handed castle or a right-handed castle?
Well, there's no thumb, so you can't really tell.
So how do we know which one is the middle finger?
It's the
Well,
taller
there's
one.
only 4 of them, so you know. Oh, well, I guess you don't.
The middle of the middle finger is.
It's the taller one.
There you go. If you want to go for that, I'll say one's a little bit taller.
There you go. And well, we can adjust on the fly as long as we don't yell at each other too loud.
There you go. So, if you're ready, you are
Climbing.
transported to the to the world tree, and you climb. At first you're going through the branches of the tree, like you're almost going through passages or carved out of the wood. Kind of has a feel like, I don't know, going through the heart in Franklin Institute or something like that. Eventually the branches become slowly smaller, so you actually got to climb branches, and eventually the sergeant is like, okay, this is the spot. And, it looks kind of pretty. You look around and it's like looking out into, I would say the abyss, but that's like a loaded word. Looking out to space or something similar, right? Where you see just, emptiness with, I don't know, planets, stars, whatever in the distance. Whatever you would expect climbing through the universe on the world tree. All right. So when you're ready to say stop, and the feather fall will activate. So to start with, here's your suits. Go put them on, and make a wisdom check, each of you, please, as you put on the suit.
Uh-oh. An ability check or a save?
Wisdom check. You're also paranoid. Just a check. Oh, I gotta do Daffodil. 1 second here.
I'd be fine hitting 15s most of the night.
Oh, yeah, well, see.
Yeah. Okay. So, Chance.
Yeah.
So, when you stop, you'll just roll normal. Everyone else will roll with advantage on the stop because, they did a really good job putting on their suit.
Yeah. I'm par for the course.
Okay. So, this is okay. You look ready. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. And off you leap off of the world tree, and you're falling past branches, past the trunk of the tree, picking up speed, and as you go faster and faster, you cowabunga, you blink, and you are transported to hell, and you're now diving through I guess the clouds and the the castle, comes into view as this black upturned hand, and you guys aim for the middle finger, and that's right. And when you're ready, make a wisdom save, please, with advantage, except for Chance, who'll just make a normal wisdom save. Guidance is fine.
Yeah, I'm not overestimating my abilities there.
I was gonna laugh if that was gonna come up as a 15 again.
Let's see. Wisdom save. Boink. And boink. Okay, so let's see. 22, 17, 17, 19. So everyone absolutely crushed that, and you made such a great landing that you can give yourself 2 luck.
I didn't even need to use the guidance.
There you go. It's pretty awesome. All right. It looks like we're finally clear on that issue. All right, cool. So with that, you are on top of the middle finger. And let me just kind of grab you folks here in a second. Copy. And there is a trapdoor to get in.
What a weird place for them to put this. It's almost like they wanted us to make it in.
Yeah, okay, I tell you.
Yeah.
It's a little...
Right? What's a trapdoor in your roof? I mean, it's an invitation for us to just walk in.
There you go.
I mean,
It's like leaving your
Do you
front
think
door
they-
wide open.
do you think they had it here for like a window cleaners or something?
I don't know.
We should send Daffodil down the
Yep.
side of the tower, in through the window, and have her come up and open the trapdoor for us to make sure it's safe.
And well, there's not somebody big and ugly standing on the other side of that trapdoor.
This place should be on high alert considering somebody just came through here and robbed it.
Yeah, fair enough. So, and she has the slippers of spider climbing, so she can do cool stuff.
Well, and she's a squirrel.
And she's a squirrel.
Squirrel,
I'll say she
Spider
moves
squirrel.
around.
Spider squirrel.
She moves around, and she goes inside, and a few moments later, she pops out of the thing, and she's like, "It looks like, it looks like this is like a bunch of living quarters here. Here, come on down. It's awesome." And let me get you in there. Oh, you guys are kind of scattered around here. 1 second. I'll make it the active thing in a second. I just got to put people where you can all be together. 1, 2. All right.
So hey guys, check this out. I thought I was a fighter. I just found out that's not really entirely the case. I hold my hand out to the side, and my hammer appears.
Ooh. So you guys are here.
Turns out I'm actually something called a warlock.
You're a warlock.
I didn't know it either.
Who told you?
I had this strange voice in my head that asked me if I wanted to continue to tempt fate, basically.
What did the voice sound like? Like these weird noises that are coming around through this building?
Yeah, you can turn that off if you don't want to hear people yelling at you.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did.
I know that's what most of you do.
Oh, yeah, see, the sounds come out my speakers and the voices through my headset, so I totally leave it running.
So
Oh,
everybody
there you
else
go.
areas like is that under playlists and it's environment?
Something like
Under
that.
music, playlists, music.
Thank you. All right.
If it's too annoying, I'll turn it off. No big deal.
That's
Yeah,
not
we
bad.
can turn it off on ourselves. So if anybody
Okay.
wants to hear it, they can leave it on.
There you go. So Daffodil's like, look, and she opens up one of the door, like big bouncy beds, and she's like bouncing on one of the beds.
And that's like the only thing in this room.
It's like
Well,
pretty darn cushy for hell.
3, 2, 1, ransack!
Can I
So-
glean from the size of this bed how big our potential foes are going to be?
So I mean, hard to tell, right? Because I mean, this is looks kind of posh for a devil, right? But it's probably for guests, and guests come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they can polymorph into any shape they want. So for this, it's mostly a normal size, probably queen bed, give or take.
Check out any of the other doors there, Daffodil.
No, but I bet they got cool beds. And she runs down and opens up another door. Whee! You just hear people. You just hear in the background.
Looks like there's some stairs down here, guy.
Well, those are stairs.
Down the one side. I'm guessing this is a circular tower with the weird room out there. Is there anything of value?
Yes,
in any
it's
of these?
definitely a circular tower. I would say, I mean, the tapestries
Okay,
and
somehow I got control of Daffodil.
yeah, because I gave everyone control of daffodils, so you must have selected
So you
two
No,
tokens.
we're on top of each other, and now we can't.
there, I got
Oh,
her
now
moving
we're-
in a different direction for you.
Here. Go like
Thank you.
draw a square somewhere else, so that way like you're not constantly moving her, because you have them both selected. Though I'm entertained by this whole thing.
What's really
Here.
fun is that both of us were controlling her for a second. So she
There.
just kind of
I like cut and paste her, so that way it kind of broke the chain. Oh no, it didn't.
No, I'm still
All right, fine.
still
If you, go,
connected to her.
if you go to the side and like drag with your left mouse button, like you're highlighting a square to select, that'll unselect all characters as long as you don't cover up, cross another character, and then you can click back onto your main character to control it.
Kludgy, man.
Oh, that is cool though to think that you can then just kind of. I might have to do that on purpose later. Give, like, if I'm not controlling me, I can see from each actor then.
Assuming you have rights to that actor, but yes, like right now
Yeah,
you
each
can.
actor that I have rights to. So me
Yes.
and Daffodil. But like if I was to just make like a central character for a different set for a different group.
Yeah,
Or that they can all just see that one, then that would make it so we can just have everybody look through their computers on the one. Yeah, okay.
yeah. I
I'm
think I've had to
thinking
do that once or something like that, or I had to. Yeah, fair enough. So in answer to your earlier question, so yeah, I mean, in here there's like really nice fine sheets and bed linens and tapestries and whatever else. So, I mean, you know, if you need a set of bed linens and stuff like that, yeah, you could gather some of that up. In terms of valuables, gold, silver, or whatever, it's guest rooms. So I mean, it's like a hotel. It's not there's not
Well,
really that kind of stuff in there unless somebody left it, but you didn't find anybody leaving anything.
well,
So
I would need a
I'm
bed
trying
to need linens.
Fair
I'd like a
enough.
nice
to
pillow.
sell
I'm just going
them.
to take a nice pillow.
Okay, you got a pillow.
You said, are there like tapestries or anything like that? Artwork?
Yeah, there's some tapestries around.
Now, once I had the bag of
There's-
holding, this all change.
I
Okay.
was thinking, like, how small can I roll up a tapestry?
So for Phalar later, we have to add to her character, pillow from hell.
One pillow from hell. That's right.
That's right.
Hotel hell pillow.
Okay, so the entire bottom left quadrant of this tower is blocked off, and I don't see a door.
There are stairs down by me.
Come this way. It's awesome. And she goes down the steps. Whee!
All right, so
I can't go down the steps.
diagonal move if you is what I was doing.
Like
so.
that. There you go.
Oh,
2 more doors, huh?
Yep. Now, okay. So, yes, that's another bedroom with multiple smaller beds. Bare rug. Sure.
All right, I want to search this wall because there's a space unaccounted for here.
Go ahead. You can spin.
Nope.
Looks good to you.
I better check that because I'm an elf, and elves are supposed to be good at that kind of thing.
Sure.
I'm too distracted by the couch.
You have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight or hearing. So should I roll with advantage? Oops.
Sure, go for
I
it.
rolled with normal. I'll roll a second time with normal.
Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
Yeah, no, seems nothing there.
Do we want to try this other door that might wrap around? Maybe it's a bathroom or something.
Daffodil's like, oh, what are we going to disguise yourself as? Huh?
What a good clue as to what might be on the other side of this door.
Well, I'm just kind of worried that we haven't even seen what the servants and or guests look like.
I mean, do the rich people ever really notice what the servants look like?
Well, no, that's why servants are a good thing to disguise as, but
Do we... In any of these rooms, do they potentially look like there's clothing for a servant or something like that?
No, this is too posh for servants.
I was going to say, this, of any of the rooms, like this would have been like the servants' room over here because there's like 3 beds in the one room, but so we have
Nope.
no clue what the servants would look like. You know, at first the soundtrack was distracting. Now I'm just digging it. All right.
Sorry.
So we will.
It's very Halloweeny.
It is. It also helps that I'm prepping a hell campaign anyway. So.
Oh, if you want a copy of it, I can send it to you probably.
Yeah, I might take that. What do we want to disguise ourselves as?
I mean, servants not a bad idea. We just don't know what servants look like. Are they, human slaves or?
I mean, in general, they just look like they have worn down uniforms and a like a look about them that they just hate everything about life, right? And I mean, in hell, that would kind of come with the territory.
Look like damned souls.
There you go.
Even on mortal planes. So I don't even know that we need the makeup kit for that. We just need.
I think we should disguise ourselves to look like the other party. That way they can be blamed for it.
Oh man, I can see this. I can see this devolving. Go ahead. You haven't met them, so that's kind of a problem.
We didn't even think to ask like what demon this was, or like we know the name, but we don't know like who they are. So it's not even like we can pick up like their holy symbols or anything like that. Forge ahead until we have a clue what we're doing, or
go loud and just forget the mission and blow them all up.
we did learn last time that the devils don't mind poison or fire. They seem to be more excited about our exit rather than appalled.
Because we exited with style.
Yes. Shall we enter with style? Shall we be a traveling band?
There we go. We could disguise ourselves as minstrels. We're the entertainment.
Oh, well, I guess
I guess
we're going.
we're looking what's in that door.
So yeah, you open the door and yeah, you see what's probably one of the servants who is kind of moving around and cleaning the room. The room itself, you see chairs with a lot of old leather. You see blood splattered gaming tails and some stains around a floor drain. And you see there's various monster heads of the walls of a wood paneled chamber. Leather chairs cozy up next to some strange gaming tables, all of which seem to be stained with blood splatter. And then you have the faint crimson trail that runs across a bone tile floor to drain in the center of the room. And the servant is just like, I did not know anyone was staying in that tower. Do you want me to, is it ready for it to be cleaned?
I don't think it needs any cleaning right now. You can just go ahead and go about your business.
Okay, well, I'm done here. Thank you. And she heads off to the east.
That's like
all right.
The,
West.
What's she wearing?
Sorry, west.
Uniform, rags, what?
Like all white with like a rainbow hair.
I'll just bring her back. Yeah, just kind of like rags, right? I mean, nothing fancy. It's like a white cloth with a rope belt, and that's about it.
Didn't we already have like From the first adventure, we had like lab coat type things, right?
Lab coat type things.
Yeah, there was a
Maybe.
lab
I
coat
don't
in the
remember.
first one. Yeah, I remember because I pocketed one.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like something.
All of us pocketed something. Same session that we got the soap.
That's right.
Same room as we got the soap.
That's true.
All right, so now we know what we should dress ourselves like.
There you go.
So all of this blood, I'm assuming they're playing some form of game where they like bloodlet or something. So there's a whole bunch of gaming tables here.
Yeah, make a Arcana check with advantage.
There it is.
Yeah, exactly right. Basically, there are various magical game tables that basically they use to see who can withstand the most pain.
Are there like devices or something that are part of the gameplay?
Yeah.
Like a stabbing stick or something?
Yeah.
I'm taking one of them just so they're missing one piece to one of their games.
That critical piece that the whole game totally revolves around, and if you don't have it, you can't play it.
They're just
I'm gonna say
just
pocket
little,
the stabby stick.
they're just little black boxes. You know, they're looking to see who's the Kwisatz Haderach.
There you go.
They're little Gamja bars.
Yes, I do. I do just throw out random pop culture references.
That's fine.
Fine by me. Your pop culture is in the same vein as mine, so at least I get the references. All right, looks like we have a lot of ways to go.
Yeah, she went down the hall this way.
Yep.
So the blood splatter looks to go this way.
Well, the blood for this room, like the room is slightly sloped, so it's like a shower, right? There's a drain in the floor in the center of the room, and blood trails will go towards the drain. So it's their way of trying to keep the room mostly blood free.
You know, can't have too many bloody footprints going all over the place.
Yeah.
Because I've been in too many escape rooms, I look in the drain for anything that might be of value, like a key.
No, there's nothing in the drain of value, but I like that. I have never been to an escape room.
They hide crap everywhere.
I'm sure they do.
The only one I've ever done was it was before they called them escape rooms. It was a live action D&D thing at I think it was at Gen Con, SoCal. And it was, we had to grab the two 10-foot poles, and they were actually literal 10-foot poles. And you know the game where you have to get the ball to go up the stick,
sure,
uphill by. We had to do that to get to get a gem onto an altar through the portcullis to get the portcullis to open.
That's cool.
Different.
So Deborah Anvil's new system, new game, her new podcast immersion D&D game is dropping on Halloween, right?
Well, whose was that?
Deborah Anvil. Her new
Woodcroft or something. Woodcroft or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, she was in my area a while back, and I totally had something else to do that day, so I couldn't go up and maybe see her.
I mean, come on, Paul. Why don't you build us things to?
I gotta build you thing. What are we building now?
You gotta build. You gotta build us an entire immersive room to come and do this in.
Sure, no worries. That'll be my weekend. Yeah. So pharmacist and stuff looks in that side room. That side room there is mostly just like a storage area. Not really much of note in there. Maybe some cleaning supplies and so forth.
This floor here is looking kind of ugly.
You mean down south?
Yeah, is that like a tentacle?
That's what I'm thinking.
Something. It's not alive. It's just part of the floor.
Oh, but so we never did discuss. Are we going to disguise ourselves then? Now?
Know what we were supposed to disguise ourselves as?
Well, we saw what that servant was wearing, so.
Okay. Game. We can do that.
So, are you, or is Phalar just going to keep walking around until he finds somebody?
I found someone.
We could all be guards, and then Phalar can be the person we're returning to the dungeon.
It didn't work very well for Han Solo, so.
No, everything's fine here. We're good. How are you? See, I was still trying to figure out how to get around to this hole that we were supposed to find in this wall. All right. Yeah, I'm fine with doing the help style thing. Can everybody do the completely vacant responses that we got from the previous one?
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
So if we're going to dress like servants, we should act like them too, and therefore we should give completely vacant responses to any questions asked of us. Assuming that the person was a model of...
Well, we've got cleaning supplies, so let's disguise ourselves as cleaners and then just...
Yeah, I'm looking for a mop.
Raid the cleaning supplies.
Okay.
We want buckets and mops.
You got it. Buckets and mops. Buckets and mops and cleaning supplies. Everyone's going with that, I take it?
Yeah, can you imagine how pissed they'd be if we washed away all this blood with that soap we have?
We've got the magical soap. Now we've got mops and cleaning supplies from hell.
There you go.
About to go into business as cleaners.
So, yeah, pick which way. Where do we go?
I would typically do the left hand on the wall thing, but we saw the lady go down this hall, so I was curious what was at the end of the hall.
Probably servants' quarters.
Yeah.
Even better, we can not even have to fully disguise. We can just take the clothes. Turning the corner.
So as you're coming around, you basically find a similar game room to the one before, right? Now no one's rapping Daffodil. So, different games, same idea. And, the servant girl was just cleaning this room now and, sees you in the cleaning supplies and doesn't really pay you any real mind. She assumes that you're being told, whatever your standing cleaning orders are.
Oh, you've got this room. We'll go on to the next one.
Oh, okay. Very well.
Here. All right. Happy to open it. We have a hallway.
There you go.
Door that I guess was already opened at once.
It is. And I'll say that as you're heading, you peek down that doorway, you do hear some yelling from down the hall.
Can I make out what type of yelling? I mean, we are.
Somebody is really pissed. Fair question.
From the north hall or the south hall?
From the south.
Where we came from, so
we'll say due south. No one can see my ping because you're not looking down the hallway, but due south.
I saw that ping.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, down there. Okay, so we should probably not go that way. If somebody is extremely pissed off, well, who's going to miss a servant?
Fair point. Yeah, we should not do that. So, did we open that door, or was that door already open?
The door was already open.
All right, then we will leave it open. No sneaking that shut. But I see this double door here is probably a good way for us to go, right? Asking the group, not the DM.
Sure. I mean, there's one or the other. We either go deal with super angry person or we open door.
It's time for dinner.
There you go. So, exactly right? This is the Grand Hall. You have ornate hall that features inlaid images of the labyrinth. There is a crystal chandelier of glowing magical orbs. A long table runs down the center of the room, flanked by throne-like chairs of carved crimson wood. The hall's floor is set with tiles of bone and petrified flesh, arranged into a pleasing geometric pattern. And there are a couple of, a couple of guards here. They're the equivalent of tieflings.
Do they make any move towards us, acknowledge our entrance or anything?
They see you walk in and they give maybe a slight, I don't say a nod, but they kind of see that who you are and they promptly ignore you.
So I go and I do a little bit of cleaning on the way as we then. So what is this thing here? Right there.
Like a probably a goblet or something, yeah, or
part. Okay, I noticed there's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Clean.
Some of them look like part of the wood, and some of them don't. But it's not germane to the adventure. How's that?
Okay, perfect.
And
that's what we're going for.
The floor is bone and petrified flesh. I don't think there's any such thing as a pleasing pattern in that.
So, yep, I'll go through and start cleaning, and I'll say to Phalar and Chance and be like, I'll start here. You take the north, you take the south, and we'll meet around the edge. And just try to kind of act like we're a cleaning crew trying to split up the work so we can not be.
And that's fine. This guy just kind of heads on out and up.
Locks
Sorry.
Daffodil out of cleaning.
I keep forgetting. Someone's got to move Daffodil, but
lazy little one, go down and continue your work.
Oh yes. And she quickly does her cleaning thing.
I ponder the devil. Could I take the devil?
You what?
Do you want to? Sure, if you want to make a. So it's not an ability, right? You're just simply considering what you think.
I'm sizing up the devil.
You're sizing up the devil. Fair enough.
Whether I could beat the devil in a fight.
Yeah, fair. Do you want to make a? Let's see. What would be a good one for that one? How about insight? I like insight.
And with that said, while he's sizing up, I go to check the rest of this hallway and kind of nod back that there's no one else.
A perfectly mundane roll.
If you're gonna make this move, now would be the time. Is kind of what I'm trying to portray.
Yeah, you think you take him. It's not really a devil. It's basically, I'll call it a tiefling, right?
Oh,
So in this world, they're called like Slendrians or whatever because they couldn't use tiefling. But from a 5e point of view, it's a tiefling.
I see. All right. Well, we don't need to make any noise, so.
Okay.
So, as I was like, I just tried to give enough of a reason for us to go into any of the rooms here without them like having suspicion. So, however you guys want to progress there, and I will continue to pretend to clean the table like I know what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Devils.
Phalar, yeah, that room there is more of a guard room, right? Whatever. Basically, it's a messy chamber. There's the smell of stew and generally bad odors, let's call it. There's an iron cauldron that bubbles away above a small fire in the corner. There's a few lounge chairs, but it looks nothing like the other rooms that you were in. This is definitely, where some of the lesser folks go.
Okay, so it's not you said it's a guard room?
Yeah, these are guards. This seems to be their room. A room that they would hang out in, and I'll kind of call it like a break room. I won't necessarily call it living quarters, but they could double as that. They could sleep here if need be.
I see. I asked him if they need the place freshened up.
Let's see. Sure. Why not? Go and clean. Women, do your
All right,
job.
I get out the magical soap.
Okay.
And I pour some of it into the water.
Okay.
Since I've got buckets of water with me, and I make the most suds I possibly can.
Okay.
And I start mopping the floor.
All right. So you're cleaning the floor, and these guards are just like astounded. They're like, this place has never been so clean. You are truly talented with a mop. You should clean like all the key areas, especially like the mistress's quarters, because you clearly are a master of your cleaning craft.
Okay.
And they're somewhat friendly. I mean, they're not friendly, but they're not demons, right? So while they're guards, they're not quite as, over the top evil as wherever the devils are at. Potentially.
Who
was next?
I'm just trying to so Daffodil's up there. Phalar is there. Chance is there. Where did you go, pharmacist?
I'm just going around the table. I'm still in the middle.
Oh, okay. You kind of blended in with the chairs. Okay, fair enough.
I'm fancy like that, and they were fancy chairs.
Yes, you were blending in.
Here, I'm on the table for you.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry to do that to you, there, Game
No,
Master.
no,
Send
no, no. I was
everybody
just
in
starting
different
to wonder.
directions.
I'm used to that. There are certainly people, who play with me who are definitely completists, and they have to check every nook and cranny of the map.
Is there anything valuable in this room I'm cleaning?
Fair question.
There's a tiefling. They're pretty long. Or Slendrin. They're pretty.
No, not really. I mean, there's weapons on the walls. I mean, they clearly, are not, the best paid guards around, right?
I see.
So, Chance, where you are,
Looks like a kitchen.
So I would say this is like, again, kind of like a. Are they really going to go with that? Really? Oh, I guess they are. All right. This is also more of a recreation room with nice chairs and stuff, but there's a bar here. And behind the bar, there is two devils standing next to one of the doors. And they just, are standing there looking tough.
I'm kind of half-ass pushing a damp but not wet mop around.
Okay. They let you go about your business for now.
Holy crap!
More doors? What else do we got?
I'm up with Daffodil now.
That's fair enough. So Daffodil is in the kitchen. That is the kitchen. So you have a kitchen. You have various servants, kind of cooking. Yeah, I'll say that they're doing an okay job. They seem not very coordinated in terms of, they're not an efficient kitchen. How's that? As they're moving around and cutting and trying to get their jobs done.
Well, they probably weren't cooks before they were in
Oh
prison.
yeah, and she's not winning the role either. She is trying to chat everyone up, asking about what has happened.
Where's Daffodil?
She is like 2 rooms over from where you are, I believe. She took the north.
Oh, she's up here?
Yeah. I
see.
They're like, oh,
And
you must be.
You find her like talking to everybody.
Sure.
She rolled below the 10, and I'm assuming that's how Smiley was doing the ADHD roll.
Yeah. And, so it's like, oh, maybe you're the replacement for the cook. She was killed by the lord of the house for disobeying or something. So we're just trying to get by. Do you know how to cook?
Does Daffodil know how to cook?
Why? I don't know. Does she?
I don't know.
Does Daffodil even eat cooked food?
Yeah, if she's such a nature child, I doubt it.
Oh, tell me that she's gonna like cook like a pot of like uncooked acorns or something. Straight up, not blanched, nothing, just straight up poisonous from the. Like really wants to do a good job, but totally is not. And is super happy to help. That's how I kind of picture Daffodil here.
Okay, so she's like, yeah, no problem, and just starts barking out like what to do.
Starts grabbing things. Yeah, sure.
And they're like, "Oh, great!" And they start listening to Daffodil because she sounds like she knows what she's doing, and they don't know what they're doing. So she's giving various instructions, and now the kitchen seems more efficient. Doesn't necessarily mean they're effective, but they're being efficient.
They're looking busy.
Yes. And let's see. Let's roll something for Daffodil here. Let's do.
I have her up. What do you want?
Let's do. Have her make. If I had to pick one for cooking, I guess it'd be nature. Make a nature check. You're working with ingredients. It's all natural ingredients.
Holy crap.
Holy crap. So, Daffodil tells them what to do. And over the course of the next 5 to 7 minutes, the air and the smells coming from the kitchen actually smell a lot better. They're doing a good job cooking whatever stew and meals that they're making. Daffodil made a difference.
Leg of dwarf.
There you go.
And at that moment, the pharmacist has to come and be like, "Get off your lazy ass. Come here. We're supposed to be cleaning." And then starts taking her into the other.
She's like, "No, I'm enjoying this. I'm cooking. I've got to help the others." Actually, I'll have it make her an intelligence thing. Hold on.
You said intelligence thing?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I guess she's conflicted, and she's like, if I have to, and the one girl's like, "Please, can she stay? We're learning so much from her, at least for a little while."
Well, you have until the end of this floor. Then you have to come join us for cleaning the rest of the castle.
Yay!
All right. There we go. Now we don't have to control Daffodil.
There you go.
Oh, and I wanted to, completionist.
Yeah.
Wow, a windy freaking thing.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh, this is my kind of room.
Yeah, just more lovely, torturous devices that, could be used for games of all types. I don't know.
I like how you're just leaving that at games. I don't know that I want to come to game night at your house there.
What is this supposed to be?
It is. Is it open? It is supposed to be a door. So when you were at when you were at the first tower, that is the door that you came out of. Not the same door, but similar looking door. It looks like kind of an eye, and it kind of spiral opens as opposed to, a normal doorknob type of spiel.
That's what I thought by the appearance, but looks like they forgot to draw the wall there.
I think the door wasn't there, and then I drew it, and it caused problems, so then I deleted it again. But if it really bothers you,
no, I'm just
far be it from me. Yeah, fair enough. It doesn't matter. But I will draw you a door if you want to draw it.
This side.
Oh,
I can see on the grid where that would cause problems.
Yeah.
A 1.5 square door.
Well, there's lots of doors here.
There is.
So these look like more servant quarters, where the bed here is definitely looks less comfy, we'll say, than other beds. Let me take a look here. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's just a bunch of crap beds. There's a chest in that room, but it's got definitely nothing of value. At best, maybe a personal keepsake or something.
Yeah, stealing
Next
from the
one.
servants is.
Look down upon. That was
this
not
room.
part of the soundtrack. That was my cat running across my piano.
Mm.
This room looks even more servantish.
There you go.
If we continue
My
on,
cat
right?
is.
Yeah.
My cat's trying to climb and get onto everybody's keyboard.
Mine finally stopped bum rushing right at my face. So, like, if I'm glad this isn't a video call because you guys would have seen me flinching like the entire first half hour.
Always fun. I like cats and dogs, but my nose does not like fur.
Yeah, there's a lot of that goes around.
Yep.
I'm going to open up the door in front of Phalar. A slightly bigger servants' quarters. This is like the ladies' maid and the butlers compared to like the just regular footmen and everything. So I think we're
Ooh,
about to start
a
rewatching
locked
that
door.
movie.
Yeah, there's one that's locked.
With this party, there's no such thing as locked doors. We should be able to fix that.
Open it. Do your lockpick?
I think both of us had them.
That's a pretty tough lock.
Yeah, no, even the 1d4 ain't gonna help that.
Okay. Yeah. And just to see, I'm always curious about this. I'm gonna do that. So I have no clue what I rolled. So Paul will just have to tell.
It was a 6.
Even better. All right. Continuing on, that lock is impossible.
Damn it.
I concur.
Well, that must be the room we need to go into.
We don't have any keys yet. So that door was already open. I'm assuming these little iron wrapped things are chests, right?
They are.
That's that.
There's not even really locks on them. You can open them up, and again, it's like personal keepsakes. Really nothing of value. Anything of value these people would have long been taken probably by the devils.
So there is literally one locked door and some weird little alcove thing.
I didn't make the map. But I will say somewhere around there you see like in the ceiling another little trapdoor to get onto the roof. Should you need to.
Okay.
Yeah, like this corner is missing the corner of the tower.
Yeah, I was really happy when I got this map because I tried recreating it from the book and I don't know. The image resolution wasn't really there and I couldn't quite. It was really confusing to it, all these little like lines and stuff and yeah, just the way the whole thing was laid out. The the AI had a tough time really doing it justice. It's kind of a weird map.
I think we're good to open this door. Is the next one, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, the guards room again.
Yep, back to the guards room. That looks really sparkly clean now.
We would like to do a little bit more cleaning, but there's one of the rooms up here that's locked. Do either of you have a key?
Make a persuasion check.
Because it worked so well last time. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
The guard thinks for a second, and he's like, "Yeah, I can open it. I think by now it's fine. That's where the former cook used to sleep. It's been ransacked pretty well. We should probably get it clean for whoever the next person's going to be to take her place." And he kind of goes
like
up.
We have somebody who might be trying to take that position right now.
Oh, good. The food around here is shit, even for hell.
No wonder everybody's so excited at her cooking.
There you go.
All right, so.
And you can see that, the room, definitely is a little nicer than the other rooms, right? Nothing all that special. But you can see that the room's been overturned, that kind of thing. Like, before this woman was assassinated, killed, whatever word you want to use, somebody went through here and went through all their stuff just to see, maybe it's checking into incriminated evidence. Maybe it was just to loot the room. Regardless, like the bed's been overturned and all that kind of stuff. And you can quickly straighten it up easy enough.
Yeah, we do that. Meanwhile, looking for anything, obviously, that might have been left behind, something that not necessarily of value, but like anything that might help us on our path. Maybe a rusty nail that we're looking for. I think it was rusty, right?
I think it was an iron nail, but
Iron. Okay.
But regardless, you see some good, maybe some cooking supplies, maybe some good wooden spoons and other things like that she would have used.
I'm going to take them anyway because if nothing else, Daffodil seems to really be enjoying cooking.
Okay.
And we'll give as potential gift later.
All right, fair. I'll make a note of that. So there's cooking, utensils, and
the things that
soft
right now.
hell pillow.
And then cleaning supplies. And
that's so I know to put it down later.
Game, yeah. You gave us the name of, because we rescued one of them before in the last session.
What am I doing? What am I giving? So say it again.
There was, what's the name of that race that she's currently cooking with? Siderian?
Yes. Syderean.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, because that was the same type of person that we rescued in the last round.
Yes.
All right. I am lost from the party. Where did everybody else go? Because I went to my note-taking app.
Just slightly south of you.
Okay, cool. Y'all went down here again. Okay. Back towards the guard room. Okay. All right. Should be no weird secret passages or anything, right? No.
And as you check out that guard room, you see the guards are like being really careful because it's cleaned so well. They're almost like afraid to like dirty anything at this point.
That route, we did this route, we did not do
Daffodil, as Chance goes through the room, you see Daffodil kind of like, you know, just continuing to tell them to do certain things, and you know, you hear some of the ingredients that she's putting into the thing, and you're like, wow, I don't know how that's supposed to work, but it still smells pretty good.
Hey, we don't have to eat it.
Pine tar mixes.
There you go.
All right, this looks like a wine cellar or ingredients place.
Yes, definitely a wine cellar. You know, off of the kitchen with all kinds of bottles, and you know, again, another servant woman kind of checking things out.
Hey, this way was a another hallway that I didn't look at.
Yeah, and I'm gonna grab 2 bottles of wine.
Okay.
One for the devils that Chance told me about. Well, not to actually give, but just in case.
Okay. 2 bottles of wine.
Done. All right. And Chance, you were taking us back somewhere?
The door I'm at right here goes somewhere that we haven't explored. And then, yeah, the devils are guarding a door in this next section.
One more door all the way on the left here, all the way on the west. So, dealer's choice. Go ahead, Chance.
So this room definitely looks like a trophy room. You see a number of pedestals, and on the pedestals are various, well, trophies, I suppose. But magical lights illuminate each of the pedestals, and there's 5 to a side down the length of a rectangular room. And from what you see, what's left, I suppose, on the pedestals, there is a there's what looks like a big egg. There is there's a glowing gem. There is what he just pinged us. What did he say?
Friends call her Daffy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. I want to reply to her. You are doing a good job. You are cooking in hell right now.
She's in Hell's Kitchen.
As in Hell's Kitchen, not burning in hell. We are still going. So,
Hey, I made a character for Pathfinder called Rorden Gamzee. And yeah.
So there's an egg, there's a glowing gem, there's what looks like an imp, but is perfectly frozen. There is there's a skull made of silver, or it looks silver, and let's see.
I'm very interested
There's
in those because it looks like we have a religious book and what looks like priest robes.
there's a there's a sword, and there right there is a an iron nail that's just sitting on one of these pedestals.
I guess it's that one.
The book is not there.
That's not a book. Okay.
Well, it is a book. It is not there
Okay.
because it was taken by the other group.
Which one of these pedestals has an iron nail in it?
We'll say the one with the book. How's that?
Okay. Okay.
It was replaced.
There you go.
Now all we got to do is get rid of the guards.
I don't know. How long are we playing for? Like another 15, 20 minutes tops?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
These are the tieflings, not the devils, right?
Yeah, that's correct. They're just watching over things.
I'm sorry. You all have to leave this area. We have to clean. Deep cleaning today.
The guards are just like, who the hell do you think you are? Some servant wench telling us what to do.
We're the cleaning crew, and we can't have your hooves or feet or whatever it is mucking up the place while we're doing this. Go look at the guards' restroom. You can see exact rest area. You can see what we're going to do.
Like, we were given strict orders to stay in this area. We can't leave here. And we're certainly not going to listen to you.
To clean this area.
So clean!
All right, I've been dying for a chance. I'm going to intimidate them into leaving. I'm going to go off and on about this place needs to be cleaned. We need you out of the way right to freaking now.
Sure, you can try and give me an intimidation check. You just go for it.
It's my best skill. I've got to try.
All right, go for it.
My best skill with -1.
So I'm gonna go all out too if I have to.
Go ahead, tell them.
And then with the reaction, I'm going to use one of my bonuses.
Okay.
It's not set up with anything I can click, so it's just one of my 4 daily bonus 1d6.
Oh,
I just literally popped in, but can I give some advice?
Sure, we've been playing
an idea,
so go for it.
Are we assuming Daffodil is out of the kitchen now, or is she? You gonna grab her along?
Oh no, she's still in the kitchen. I just want to give him a little advice of what to say to the guards to get them out of the dirty area. It's like some gross thing contagious that contaminated the area, and unless they want to piss or shit or vomit out of all their orifices, they best get out of here and leave because it's very, very contagious. Scare them that way with why you have to clean the area, not just it's dirty, we got to clean it. It's like, no, it's not. You don't get how dirty it is. It's like you will get sick and maybe die. A lot of people have already gotten sick here. You got to go, man. But that's it. I'll go on mute.
They're
again.
like, we'll wait right outside the door, and you can clean the room.
All right. So the very first thing I do is I take. So I'm assuming doors are closed, right? They're actually outside.
No, they're open. They want to see the room. They were told to guard the room. They are out of the room, but they have the doors open so that they can say if someone comes in or whatever that they are still watching over the room.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. and I'm assuming Phalar is going to take care of the floor like he did at the other place, so it'll be shiny. I'm going to
Sure, I'll
take,
take care of
like
the
a
floor.
hand rag with the exact same type of stuff on it. I'm going to take like a little teaspoon of water and all that stuff, pull out the soap. Not using all of it, but a bit of it. And I'm going to start at the sword and going to work my way around and clean things. So like they see that the sword is shiny. I even kind of wag it at them, like, see, I'm cleaning. And I put it back down and go through. When I get to the nail, I want to switch it out with something that's in my pocket and out of my alchemist, not formula book. I have like alchemist supplies, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be something in there that's going to be metallic, nail-like. Maybe it's
So
a
I'm
syringe,
going to say, so
something
let's
else.
just start with. So we'll start with the sword. You're going around, you're cleaning the sword. That's fine. And they're watching what's going on. You sense that. Well, make an Arcana check. Let's do this.
All right. Am I
3.
still rolling blind? Did that work? Okay, there it
It
is.
did. I see a 3. You spun a natural
Yeah, I
1.
see it. It's not blind.
Okay. So sure, you clean the sword, you clean the other things, and you get to the nail. You try to remove the nail. Um, Make a int save, please, intelligence save, as you try to remove the nail.
Check and save. 17.
Ooh, that was very good. So, and make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, you picked up what I'm trying to put down. All right. Hopefully this works as well. That does not work as well.
All right.
I don't think adding 2 to it's going to be very helpful.
I'm going to do it this way. Wow. Okay. So, to start with, so as you remove the nail, you can tell now these items are in some sort of, we'll call it like a stasis field, for lack of a way of putting it, right? So they're just kind of like, in a sense, frozen, right? So as you try to remove the nail, um, you are psychically attacked by the whole thing, but you resist it. So you are able to remove the nail. You have it. Um, the the guard out here will say, notices what's going on. I had him spin at disadvantage because it was a small thing and you guys were doing a good job. And he basically spun 2 dirty 20s with disadvantage.
He's really taking his job super seriously.
He is taking his job super seriously. He's like, he comes over like, hey, what are you doing? Put that back. And like the other guard comes
Cleaning.
over.
Put what back? It's right there. And I'm going to try to gaslight the crap out of him.
He's like, there was a nail. It was right there. We know what we're guarding. Get it out of that cloth.
What cloth?
This other guard kind of like starts to move away for a second.
All right. What do I have in my inventory here of things to do? Prep.
I'll give you a chance to think.
Which one is that? I gotta relearn the names of some of these things. All right, I can try command, but I need to make sure I can attack speak a one-word command. I'm going to turn to them, and I'm going to say, trust. Kind of just trust me type thing.
So the one guard is out of the room, right? Because the command is a target, right? So you can only do it to one guard anyway.
I believe so. Yeah.
So if you want to try and command the guard, you can try and do that.
Okay. Try that.
Cast your spell, and he can try and make a save or whatever.
Yep. So, and that's on. Yep. So you see that in there. If you do the wisdom save, I guess.
Yes. Sure. Go this. Let's see if this works. Do this. Yeah, probably. Oh wait, let me check. Nah, he's just a dude. Boink. No, he made that save. He's just like, what? Enough of this. Guards! What's going on?
Oh, crap.
All right. Is it, so this is it. Sounds like we're going loud, right?
Probably. Do you want to do this next week since it's already 10 o'clock and then you could all go loud at one shot?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good.
That might be a good stopping point because this could get crazy.
This could, depending on how many of those guards that we saw start coming here.
Well, I did close the north door up here. This one up here up the hallway.
That's fair.
I did close it behind us.
Okay. So noted.
Well, yeah.
Sounds like next week you guys need a distraction.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends on how long the fight takes too. But yeah, the one guard already went down the hallway. So
yeah, we know that he's already getting extra people.
All right.
And it also depends on whether or not we can surprise attack this guy, whether or not he expects me to pull out a hammer behind his back and bonk him on the head.
Well, we'll find out next week. Thank you, folks.
We will.
And the chaos will start next time. You guys have a good rest of the week.
Chance was